the most challenging part of this week is going to be waking up at 4 in the morning every single morning, because that's pretty early.
Not being able to eat whenever I want, like just go into the fridge and take something to eat. We'll have to ration stuff, and just the eating whole portion, like the food, the meals and stuff like that. That's gonna be hard for me.
I think the most challenging part of this week for me is going to be being disconnected from my family for that long.
The long work days, just like boring, long days in the heat, bending over, so physically and mentally exhausting.
Feeling a lack of security and safety, not being able to lock our doors at the end of the night, and having, you know, somewhere somewhat safe to sleep.
My biggest takeaway from this past week is how time is so valuable, and doing things like cooking and laundry and showering takes so much more time when you have less resources, and it really puts into perspective how a simple task, or what we think is a simple task, can take almost double the amount of time.
This experience really showed me how fortunate I am to be living in Canada, and that I didn't do anything to deserve the better life that I have other than just being born there. And we're people just like the people living here, but they got handed such a different life and they're just forced to deal with it. And that was just a really hard realization, having to live like that for a week, and it's sad, but it is just the reality.
I was aware of all the big privileges that I had in life, but after completing this experience, I became more aware of the little privileges I had.
This experience really showed me how many little day-to-day privileges I take for granted. Things like just being able to have my own vehicle and drive right out of my own driveway instead of walking, 20, 30 minutes to a bus stop every single day just to go to work.
This last week really changed my perspective, because I knew our lives were very different. Like, I knew I had a lot more than them and that I had more luxury. But going through this past week, it's been so hard, and I don't know how they would do it for as long as they do. And I respect them so much more now, and just how different our lives actually are is just hitting me.